Hello and welcome back. We're here on the bridge and we have some words to exchange with Mistress Hidari.
Shireen, O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Hidari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
This is kind of interesting. The guys. I would like to see the real you as often as possible.
You sure about that, milady? That can be arranged. Oh my, I beg your forgiveness, Shireen. Oh, I'm pretty sure the real me would earn herself a one-way trip to the airlock before the end of her first watch.
She puts her fist on her hips and clucks her tongue. The very picture of a guardswoman. And when she does that thing, the sidelong looks from the surrounding officers prompt her to burst into laughter. How is your gang faring, Jai?
Like you need to ask Shireen. These Ashmags and Kashas are tenacious. They lick their wounds faster than the Arji themselves. Tora finally got an implant for her jaw. Now she can speak properly instead of braying like a toothless donkey. She's been recruiting strapping guys and gals too, because Falco culled our ranks. May the Arji savage the soul of that interstellar piranha.
That's a new one. Kashkhas. Or however she said that. I have at some point tried to learn a little Arabic, but there are some sounds in the language that are alien to me, coming from Swedish and English. And of course they don't use these letters in Arabic. And I'm saying Arabic, by the way, because while I'm not sure if words like Ashmag and Aji are derived from Arabic somehow, many things about Jai, including her last name, is most certainly Arabic, if I'm not entirely mistaken, of course. I've heard the name Haydari attached to, well, I suppose Somalian as well, but the Somalian language is very close to Arabic because of the trade across, what's it called again? Is it the Red Sea that is the thin, the comparatively thin strip of ocean between the Arabian Peninsula and Africa? And then you have Somalia at like the little edge on the east part of. If you know where Somalia is, you know. But from my understanding, from speaking, I know a lot of people from Somalia. I'm not entirely sure why, but it seems that in Sweden, a lot of Somalian immigrants have ended up in my city. So I know quite a few of them, especially since I work in schools. I've worked in schools and had students who were either first or second generation immigrants with first generation immigrant parents. Long story short, I happen to know that the Somalian language is very closely related to Arabic. But I do believe at least the written Somalian I have seen actually used, what are these letters called again? Roman? Latin? The letters we use in English, mostly. I'm not entirely sure though. high concentration of Muslims in Somalia. So there's the ones who can read probably read a fair bit of Arabic as well, since the Quran is in Arabic. Actually, I had a colleague from, where was she from again? An Arabic country. She had Arabic as her first language, and she talked about how the Somalian families, much more than the Arabic families she knew of at least, made sure to study the Quran. They were much more devout in their practice of Islam than the Arabic people in our town, or however you say that. I mean, they're Swedish now, but their origins, you know what I mean. What the fuck was I talking about? This. I think this. The letter in the Arabic, do they call it an alphabet? Probably not. They're letters. There's one that represents this sound, that is transliterated as KH. And I don't remember exactly how to do that sound. Kas, khas, shas, kha. It's not that's GH. It's a sound. Like khul. I can't quite do it right though. I'm far from a native speaker. If you don't know, the word ghoul is derived from Arabic and originally pronounced more like khul. Khul. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried my best. I might study some more Arabic at some point, but it got to be a bit much between Arabic, and I'm also trying to learn Japanese, which phonetically is a lot easier for me. There's not a lot of sounds in the Japanese language that are not in Swedish, so that's phonetically a lot easier. When it comes to writing, I'd say Japanese is harder just on account of kanji, but that's a different discussion. I'm gonna keep going now with the video game. That was a big tangent, sorry about that. You said you wanted to reflect on what has happened.
Oh, yes, Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale. And you know what? I enjoyed it. Yes, I was slammed face first into the rocks, and was up to my neck in water. But I finally had a taste of freedom. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. But it was enough to make me dream of it every night. Void, crack and take the Kasbalika and the cold trade. As for our mutual business, Sherry, I will remain your loyal partner if you desire. An equal partner.
I'm not sure I'm understanding what she means here. It's enough to make me dream of it every night. Our mutual business. Is she talking about the relationship? Equal partner. She utters the last few. Why does she say that with vehemence? I don't know. I don't quite understand this, but I'm gonna pick this option because it sounds the best. And this is your choice to make, Jai. All I can do is support it.
Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it would be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me.
Her communication device lights up, indicating an incoming message. She gives you a polite nod, looks away, and focuses on the message that is being transmitted to her comm bead. With each passing moment, her expression darkens. And then she cuts off the transmission with a nervous gesture. What was that about?
Nothing important, really. Just a small commercial matter.
Since when do small commercial matters make you so nervous?
Fine. Maybe it's better to let you know.
Oh, no voice line. Shireen, I've received an important message. Mercy and the Mission Circle want to see me. Quite the honor. Jai smiles, but you can sense the alarm lurking beneath her usual cheery facade. I won't lie and say it's completely safe, but perhaps you wouldn't mind coming with you. Well, the Mission Circle? What is the meeting about? The Circle are the high-ranking agents of the Kaspalika mission. They already know I took Falco's life, and they're about to hear that I want to take over his trade. But for that, I need their approval. Of course I'll come with you. Thank you. It means a lot. Jai closes her eyes in relief. It won't keep you away from important matters. Oh, now? Can I can't. Oh, we're on footfall? We were like a system over. Look at your little clubhouse. In this warehouse tucked in between shelves and shit. Tense faces turn toward you. The faces of people who are hard-nosed, hard-fisted, and hard-hearted. The coal traders maintain a deferential silence. Again with the deferential, there's been a lot of that. Which is broken only by the hiss of the smoldering low. Fuck. It's a lowercase L, not an uppercase I. Being smoked with relish by a dark-haired, aristocratic-looking man in a sumptuous coat. I don't really know what sumptuous means. Vladimir, tossing a sidelong look at the regal-looking stranger in the dry and solemn intonation of a priest, declares, "The seats have been claimed. Now we discuss the trade." Jai, her face frozen into a battle mask, glares at the dark-haired stranger, who responds with a subtle, patronizing smile. Is it her dad? I'm gonna survey the people in attendance. The peddlers of the coal trade. I'm trying to remember. She talked about her like family absolute fucking ages ago, and I don't remember shit. The peddlers of the coal trade sit in meek silence. When the dark-haired man's gaze casually falls on them, their heads drop lower. Jai, with her chin raised, seems to be the only refutation to this man's absolute superiority. But her strained expression makes it clear that she is not unaffected by his presence either. The stranger exudes aristocratic hauteur. He takes drags of the fragrant low with visible gusto, his fingers idly playing with a button on his jacket and from time to time smiling enigmatically at his own thoughts. What an asshole. He's just sitting there talking and like smiling to himself like an asshole every now and then. I'm not gonna say much. I'm gonna let Jai speak for herself. Let's see. There's me. There's Jai. I'm gonna nod her. Quiet vox to you all, Chegnars. Rogue trader Jane von Valancios has come to our meeting to ensure that her interests will not be harmed. Mercy. Well, that's a dude, eh? What fucking voice do we give him? Greetings, your ladyship. I am Mercy, the organizer of this gathering of upstanding and enterprising men and women. The jubilation that was engendered in my soul at the news of your visit was not overshadowed even by the host of questions it raised, primarily about how your interest came to lie in such close proximity to ours that I was granted the honor of seeing you at the meeting of the mission's highest circle. Questions arise and are resolved, and the wise should not darken their hearts with them. He gives you a radiant smile. The circle will hear Jai Amira Fathrin Tameria Shefrit. Mercy pronounces all your companions' names with deliberate meticulousness, never taking his laughing eyes off her. I am laying claim to Falco's business, his territory and his crew. He tried to take mine and he lost, so now I will take his. And I will want the circle to endorse my claim. Jai continues the staring match with Mercy, aiming every word at him like a bullet between his eyes. Is that so? Frowning, Mercy exchanges a look with the other coal traders, as though, I don't know why I thought it was her dad, by the way. Dark hair and the way she was looking all nervous. Of course she would, because it's just like the boss man. I'm stupid. Sorry. Frowning, Mercy exchanges a look with the other coal traders. As though reading some kind of answer in their glassy eyes, he shakes his head. Can the circle agree to that? After all, Falco's sentence was not handed down by us, but by you alone. Does that mean that you now speak for us instead of us? A dangerous proposition. So these are both hundreds. I am certain that Jai's management of Falco's assets will be more profitable for the Caspalica. Falco was sloppy, and he paid too much attention to, she shoots Mercy a sardonic smile, side projects. My network of contacts is larger, and my patron is more powerful. Another venomous smile. I guarantee that revenue will increase by at least a third. The coal traders' eyes dart to each other. You can tell by their faces that Jai's words have hit their mark, but an imperious and slightly irritated gesture from Mercy brings the silent flurry of conversation to an end. Money can't buy a new head to replace one that's full of bullets. You're asking us to set a dangerous precedent. You're putting a bejeweled grenade in our hands, Shireen. You do not fail to notice the way Jai's shoulders shudder at Mercy's last word. I advise against getting in. Is this a good idea? I'll whisper to her, give her the chance. Jai, if you want to get what is rightfully yours, now is the time to show your teeth. Her reply is a whispered warning. Only if I'm going to sink them into his throat. Otherwise, he'll pull my teeth and keep them as trophies. Trust me, Mercy is the vengeful sort. Ironic, considering his name. Jai, perhaps you have an argument to support your claim? She takes a deep breath and with compelling seriousness says, You did not stop Falco from robbing me. You did not stop him from killing my friends. As the circle voted for my removal. Not as far as I know. Either you admit that you allowed Falco to break the rules, or you have to act like they still matter. According to the rules, Falco was out of line and I punished him. On your behalf, let's say. So his trade is my trophy, and the circle's reward for my trouble. Mercy's laughter, velvety and appealing, causes Jai's brow to furrow in torment. You listen well, Shireen. You found yourself accused, and so you cast an accusation in return. A logical move. Awareness has succeeded. You discern an interesting mix of emotions in Mercy's eyes as he looks at Jai. Irritation, warmth, interest, even resentment. For him, she is something more than simply an opponent in a business negotiation. But what Vox will pick up your voice in the void? What friends will repeat Hidari's words spoken here? The rogue trader? No. What friends in the organization? We have none, though you once did. I'm gonna give her an encouraging smile. You're not going to let them fleece you, are you? Do you have a backup plan? She responds with a brittle smile. The ease with which you read my heart frightens me, Shireen. Hello? Sir? Oh! Is this your... Oh, is your gang? Is this a takeover? The crashing sounds of doors being kicked in and screams filled the room. The sharp tang of burning fizzline hangs in the air. The cold traders freeze, giving the barrels pointed at them full attention. An old familiar expression on Jai's face, the look of a satisfied predator. Mercy, do you remember what you always scolded me for? You are too quick to deny the thought that you might deserve something, Shireen. That's what you said. Thank you for the lesson. This time I will not be humble. Falco's contracts are mine. Falco's crew is mine. Speak up if you disagree. And the rest of you, at ease. Only short and bloody songs are born to the sound of weapon fire. You think you can force the whistle of a bullet that flies just past Mercer's ear makes him swallow the rest of his florid speech. Fine. There's the Jai I remember, the one who first joined my retinue. Breaking through the avalanche of the past was covering my grave was not easy, Shireen, but I have risen. Have you got the message, Mercy, or do you still have objections? Clamping a new low roll-up between his pearly white teeth, Mercy coolly replies, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to argue with a rogue trader and a loaded auto pistol. Logic test succeeded. Despite Mercy's strange sang-froid, I don't know what that is, it is clear to you that this is a man unaccustomed to enduring such indignities, and equally unaccustomed to forgiving those who have wronged him. Damn. You still see Jai as the girl who needed your protection. Forget that girl. She's a different person now. Mercy winces in pain at your words, his face no longer guarded by the lavish armor of his self-assurance. After tossing a weary look at Jai and receiving an affirmative nod from her, he sighs heavily. It is true. She is a different person now. I do believe we can consider this meeting closed. Most certainly. The Circle approves Jai Dari's claim. Our trading is concluded. The representative of the mission on my station, Vladimir emphasizes these last two words, and Jai gives him a grateful nod, undertakes to ensure that the interests of Mr. Saydari will not be harmed. Dang. That was a whole thing. I wonder if that's the conclusion of Jai's storyline, or if there's more to it. I'm thinking about the whole revelation about her Imperial Guard past. I'm just wondering, if you never did that, if you didn't have her along when you got captured and sent to Komora, is that just a whole part of her character that you never learn about? And it makes me wonder as well, are there parts I am now missing out on Pascal and Abelard and such, if I had brought them? I don't know. Looks like Green, green. We're gonna have to make 2 yellow jumps either way, but that's fine. Lord Captain, an urgent report from the servants of the Omnissiah. They managed to locate a second message on the House of Celia data slate, hidden in the shadows of the first one. As soon as it happened, the machine spirit rebelled and started devouring the decrypted data. The acolytes of the cult Mechanicus are performing the rites to appease it and slow down the process of annihilation. What should we do? Display the message on screen right now. The com bead echoes with a furious clicking of Vigdis' augmented fingers. A few moments later, the vid screen of your cogitator shows the recording through a wall of static. Lady Navigator Elena. Oh. Rogue Trader. The one who staged an attempt to assassinate Cassia right in your palace politely smiles at you from the vid screen. I had no doubt that your servants would find my trace. They are far cleverer than the ones employed by the great regent of House Orselio. She does not bother to hide the venomous disdain in her last few words. I feel extremely awkward that our first encounter took place under such unfortunate circumstances. Truth be told, I saw a worthy person behind the lofty title after fate put me on the death's precipice. Fuck, I can't read. You hesitated to end my life. I spared her, despite holding it in your hands. Your noble deed gave me enough food for thought. Despite everything that transpired, I still believe we may become loyal allies to one another. I presume you already know that House Orselio will be holding a grand council in the depths of that accursed Atlas very soon. And we cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will. But if you conceive I don't know what she was going for. This bitch, Lady Cassia, to reject the Atlas and break the centuries-old shackles binding our house, we could turn over a new page. Having said that, I will accept a different outcome. Should the child die, I am not going to shed any tears. I will accept any choice, Rogue Trader. My people have nothing else to lose. But you could benefit from our friendship. There are mysterious shadows dancing in Lady Elena's eyes. There is an emerald among the stars of Matianus, my gift to you for sparing my life. Head through the store and torrents, and wise then. The vid recording cuts short and you hear the Voxmaster's voice in your combeat. I am very sorry, Lord Captain. The servants of the Omnissiah could no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. I hope you were able to see the vid message through to the end. I don't think I did. Not entirely. I feel like I want to talk to Cassia about this issue. I'm hoping there is dialogue for her regarding this issue. We'll have to see. And she hangs out over here.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. I have enjoyed your...
Ah. Yep, my servitors are still T-posing. Lovely. Any more T-posing servitors over here? Yep, there we go. That's another one. Amazing. Oh well. I hope the noise of my chair doesn't pick up on the recording. It's been fuzzy. Not fuzzy, fussy is the word I'm looking for. Oh well. I'm gonna go here. Unforeseen event. I'm sorry, I saw that and I don't know what that means. Have I not? I'm not sure what this is. I'm gonna make a quick save. I'm gonna hit it. An officer of the Augur team reports that this world, covered in thick forests and steep mountain ranges, is of no particular interest except for one fact. A fierce battle has unfolded between a group of Xenos. A multitude of small ships are concentrated around one area, some of them heavily damaged or outright destroyed. Around the cluster of ships, scanners detect a plethora of xenoforms employing unidentified weapons and technology. Marashai supposes that in this location, the surviving warriors of the Reaving Tempest could engage the pursuers from the other cabals that crave their deaths. The Xenos is determined to land on the planet and meet with the Drukhari from his cabal, or unceremoniously barge into the battle, whoever the enemies may be. The Xenos demands that the Lord Captain's best warriors set out with him. Fine. After several long hours, Marashai's shuttle finally docks with the rogue trader's void ship. Of the group that was sent to the planet's surface, only the Xenos returned, god damn it, covered in blood from head to toe. With a smug, snake-like smile on his face, having evidently enjoyed what happened, Marashai hands the Lord Captain a blood-soaked trophy. An Archaeotech fusion gun. Ooh, interesting. It's a melter gun. Huh. Pistol shot. Huh. What do you know? I'm just gonna have a quick look at that. I could equip it. Oh. Let's level you up real quick while we're at it. I don't know. Let's do one agility just to even that out. That could be fun. Sure. That could be... Let's do that. And try and remember that we have bonuses if we shoot real close. I think I'm gonna save here, and when we get back we keep moving towards main quest. See you later.